Okay, today we're going to do lesson 7.1, and that's Introduction to Polynomials. To start this off, we're going to review some vocabulary. The first thing you need to know is that a monomial is a polynomial with one term. A polynomial with one term. You can figure out the degree of a monomial by taking the sum of the exponents of the terms. So, for example, if I have 3x squared y to the first, I would add the 2 and 3. The degree of that would be 3. That's how you get the degree of the monomial. Polynomial is a monomial or sum or difference of two or more monomials, like this. 3x plus 2y. That's a polynomial. The degree of the polynomial is the greatest degree of any term in the polynomial. This is spelled wrong. So any of the terms, and you take the one with the greatest degree, and that's the degree of the entire polynomial. Okay, when I ask you to put your polynomials in standard form, I ask you to list them with by descending order in according to the degree. So this one is a degree of 8, 2, 1, and 0. Okay? So they're from greatest degree to smallest. And this constant here has a degree of 0. So let's fill in the chart. We're going to have to learn some names of polynomials, or classifications, that is. So if your polynomial has a degree of 0, it's called a constant. If your polynomial has a degree of 1, it's classified as linear. If a polynomial has a degree of 2, it's classified as quadratic. If your polynomial has a degree of 3, it's cubic. A degree of 4, quartic, quartic. 5, it's quintic. And then 6 and beyond, it's classified as the degree of 6, 7th degree, 8th degree. That's how you do those. So if you're going to classify a polynomial by the number of terms, we have different names. I already talked about a polynomial with one term, that's a monomial. A polynomial with 2 terms is a binomial. 3 terms is a trinomial. And anything beyond that is a polynomial. All right, so we got another chart to fill in. So in standard form, we're going to list 8x minus 1 by degrees. So we have 1, 0. It's for so this is 1, degree of 1, and this is a degree of 0. It has 2 terms. So if you classify it by the number of terms, it's a binomial. The degree, the highest degree, is 1. So then if you classify it by degree, it's considered linear. So let's look at the next one. So the first thing you have to do is you have to find before you put it in form. So before cubed minus oh, that's wrong. I saw that line. There's a 1 here. So this becomes the first one. 2x cubed y is your first one. Then we have 2x cubed. Then we have x and we have because 2 is 4 and this has a degree of 3. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. And it is a polynomial. if you classify by terms, the highest degree is 4 because I have 3, one more is 4. So that makes this, if you classify it by degree, quartic. So 7 x to the base y to the 6. Number of terms is 1, so that makes it a monomial. And when you add 9 and 5 together, it's the 15th degree. So that'll be 15. All right. So let's arrange the last one. 3x minus 7 plus 12xy minus 11xyz. So we have 1, 2, 3 exponents here. So that's our highest because the degree is 3 of that one. Then 12xy has a degree of 2. 3x has a degree of 1, and 7 has a degree of 0. So there are 4 terms, making this a polynomial. And our highest degree is 3. So that makes this cubic. Okay. We're going to add and subtract polynomials now. So when you add and subtract them, you can only combine like terms. We know that. This is just a reminder. Like terms have the same variables and the same degree. There are a couple ways that you can do this. You can do it vertically or you can stack them horizontally. And I'm going to show you both of these. So vertically, I'm going to 6y. Let me rewrite this one. So I'm just going to look across the like terms. I have a 6y to the fourth and a negative 4y to the fourth. So I have positive 2y to the fourth. Let me look at my next one. I'm going to change the last one. I have negative 12y squared, and I have 7y squared. So I have negative 5y squared, and you combine them. And then there's another 3x squared variable, so I can't combine them. And then I have my constant. 9 and negative 3 is 6. Okay. So if I wanted to stack these, here's how I would do it. I would write this one like this. And underneath, I would line up like terms. So here, I would line up my negative 4y squared plus 7y squared. There's nothing here, so I'm going to fill with a 0. And then that way. I like this right here, but everybody has their thing. So this is 6. This is 3x squared. This is negative 5y squared. And this is 2y to the fourth. Same thing, different way of going about it. Let's look at number 2. It's subtraction. So I'm going to stack these. So I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to line up my like terms. Nothing to fill in here. When I subtract, if you can just subtract, that's fine. But I like to change my subtraction position and change all the signs. That way, I'm always adding. So here I have negative 7x cubed plus 17x squared plus 4x plus 3. So this next one, I won't stack. I'll simply combine everything that's like. So we're adding. So I have 8y to the fourth and negative 3y to the fourth. That gives me 5y to the fourth. Now I'm looking at y squared. I have negative 4y squared and positive 6y squared, which is give me 2y squared. I have a negative x squared in here. Nothing matches up, so I'm just going to leave it. And then I have my constants. Negative 4 and 6 gives me positive 2. I think that's a plus. Okay? All right. So again, I'm going to start number 4. So it's 8x cubed minus x squared minus 4x minus 4. I'm subtracting everything. So I'm going to line up this x cubed plus 9x squared plus 9x minus 6. Again, if you want to just subtract, that's fine. But I change it to addition and change all the signs. So now I have 8x cubed and 1 more x cubed, which is 9x cubed, negative 10x squared minus 13x plus 2. All right, we have 2 more. I'm going to stack this one. Oh, no, I'm not going to stack this one. I'm just going to combine. So I have 1x squared and 2 more x squared. We're adding, which gives me 3x squared. I have 2x and negative 5x, which gives me negative 3x. And I have negative 4 and negative 3, which gives me negative 7. Sometimes it's quicker just to go that way. One more. Okay, I'm going to stack this one too. I'm going to show you how to change the sign with this one. Here, I'm just going to change the sign up front. And I'm going to change all the signs. Now I'm going to go back and combine everything that's like. I have 3x squared and positive 4x squared. Remember, we're adding now. 7x squared, negative 5x, positive 2x gives me negative 3x, and then negative 8, positive 1 gives me negative 7. Okay, that's it for today.